never know what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta keep thugging even on your worst day. You gotta make it seem like it's your best day. Apply pressure. With no eviction notice. Don't question my motive, just know I move with a purpose. Gazing at the stars got me dreaming about my old days. Fighting Christ fire, I was stuck at a four-way. Investing in the game, I'm in love with the road race. I'm not familiar with all these masquerades. Keep on running, keep on running, keep on running, keep on running through the storm, yeah. I've been running through the storm, it's rain, it's getting heavy. I've been praying for better days, this life is getting scary. I've been changing for the better, yeah, Lord, be with me, be with me, with me. Keep on running, keep on running, keep on running, keep on running, keep on running through the storm, yeah. I no longer overplay my part, I done had it. Love me like you need me, don't leave me lost in the madness. Trying different, time taking you over. Hard-headed, bound to listen, oh. A loss is never lost, it's just the eye open. Better live it, mind is sad, back home, come up, let it strip, I flip it, down with it. They ain't think I make it this far, I'm bound to get it, bound to get it. They ain't think I had it in me, but these scars, it's easy to fall in love, impossible to get that pain. Before you stand in front line, gotta be sure they do the same. It's hard to live, sometimes it's easier lay in their grave. Sometimes you gotta bend the rules, just stay out of the way. Whatever you do, stay focused.
Yo, what's the word? What's the word? How y'all doing today? How everybody doing? Welcome to the Empty Heart Movement. Today is a new day. It is Sunday, October the 30th. Yes, 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 yes. So today is the first day I'm doing a podcast on a Sunday. It's the first day. A lot of people told me I should do podcasts more, like shows more through the week or whatever like that. So I said, forget it, I'm gonna choose Sunday. The person y'all just was listening to, that was Nino the Goat. Folks out of Wisconsin, folks from Chicago, but live in Wisconsin, doing her motherfucking thing. I'm folding them great. And today's topic is gonna be about, let me share my shit. But yeah, today's topic is gonna be about family. Family. What is family? I done went to the dictionary. Family. Family. A group of individuals related by blood, marriage, or adoption. A group of usually related individuals who live together under a common household authority, especially who has reciprocal duties to each other. That's family. With that being said, like, this Sunday show is going to be way different from my Wednesday show. This Sunday show is going to help us young adults, like, go to the next level, because there's a lot of us young adults don't know how to go to the next level. And I'm learning how to go to the next level, so I'm the one, I feel like if I know, I should be able to teach somebody else. You feel me? So let me tell y'all one thing I learned, and I'm learning whatever like that as being an adult. Being an adult is hard as hell, especially in a land of temptation. Being a responsible adult is hard as hell, and we don't know how. We weren't taught how to be responsible adults, especially us as African Americans that was raised in the trenches. We weren't taught how to be adults, how to be motherfucking law-abiding citizens. We weren't taught none of that. So everything that I learned and I'm learning, I'm gonna teach y'all. The first thing that I learned is if you really own to some shit, like me personally, if I'm really trying to change the world and change people's way of thoughts, I gotta change my way of thoughts. I gotta change what I'm putting out to the atmosphere. And with that being said, I had to sit back and realize like what my flaws was and what was helping me get through my flaws. Like, it's a lot of older people who don't, like, it's a lot of older people that we grew up with in the trenches who don't give us that game. And then them people who be trying to give us the game, we be like, oh, they lame, they ain't never did this, they ain't never did that. But truth be told, people didn't get their age for no reason. For real, for real. And with that being said, it's like, I gotta teach y'all what people been teaching me on how to be a responsible adult. Like, when you're being responsible and you're trying to change your way of thinking, you gotta change that completely. You just can't be, okay, I'm gonna change this a little bit, but I'm gonna still be right here. No, you gotta change your whole complete thinking. And then sometimes when you do that, it be hard because we be so used to being in that box. We be so used to we be so used to the norm. And I really had to take self-awareness for myself to know, like, it's hard, it's easier said than done. It's hard to separate yourself. It's hard to change your whole way of thinking if that's all you know. It's real hard. But I do understand and know with consistency and trying, it gonna happen. It gonna happen. And with that being said, it's just like anything that you want to do, you can do it. Anything that you want in life, you can get it. Anything, G. And us as people that have been raised in the trenches, we be thinking that we running out of time, or this person is this and that and that. No, you never running out of time. Only way you run out of time if you dead. That's when you run out of time. You never look at your past, because your past just builds up your future. And us as people, us as African Americans, us as black people who've been raised in the trenches, we always, oh, if I was younger or this, that, and the other. It don't matter. We gotta learn that we learn from our mistakes. Every mistake that we made is a lesson learned. And with that being said, you can, motherfucker, be like, I'm 25 years old. I wanna get my high school diploma, GD, whatever like that. You can do that. It don't matter that you could have had that shit, motherfucker, 7 years ago. You can still do that shit. If you go right now and go look in the city colleges and see how many, like, look at the age range that's trying to get their GED, them all older people, G. Ain't nothing wrong about making mistakes, G, as long as you learn from them. And we gotta stop beating ourselves up about the past mistakes that we made. It's about what we're doing for our future and how we get there. That's it, that's all. And we be so, they brainwash us to think that we supposed to be living like the Joneses and all that shit, trying to keep up with everybody else. But really, in reality, we not, G. And I gotta sit that shit out there, like, being financially stable do not mean you rich, G. Being financially stable just knowing you got a budget and have you gonna budget. That's the only thing financially stable mean. It don't mean that you got unlimited sources of income. Being financially stable is being able to pay all your motherfucking bills, and if it's something come up, you can go in the motherfucking bank to go get it. But they ain't teaching us that. They're teaching us, oh, let's stand in line and get the new mics. Oh, let's get the best car, this, that, and the other. But that's not nothing. As long as you got a car to get you to point A to B. Prime example, I used to upgrade my phone every fucking year until an adult showed me and told me, like, why are you wasting your fucking money? Only thing you're doing the same thing on every phone that you get. Like, only thing I'm doing is searching the web and using a phone call and sending a text, G. So why every year they come out with a phone, I'm paying an extra $1,000 to get this new phone so I can make y'all happy? You gotta learn that shit. Everybody think, oh, I gotta have a car off the lot of 2022. No, you don't. As long as your car to get you to point A to point B, it should no matter what car you drive. And we gotta get out that mindset. We gotta get out that mindset about living material things, living that YOLO shit, you only live once. We live every day we wake up, we get a different chance of living. And we gotta actually grasp that and take heed of that. And I feel like if I don't promote that or show that on this platform, G, ain't nobody gonna get it. Like, I know a lot of people don't fuck with me for real, but I know if I keep going and being consistent, this shit gonna take off because this is something that we need to hear. Ain't nobody putting in nothing positive in our ear for real. They just want us to follow the trends and be popular and all that, but how many people are actually changing the narrative of fucking Chicago and what Chicago is, G? Like, for real, we gotta change the narrative about what we is and how we doing this shit, G. If all of us stay the same and be on the same page, we gonna all be on the same shit, G. Like, everybody think, oh, going out to parties, staying fly, all that shit, that's cool, but that ain't what life is about. Life is about having your motherfucking child, having you in the right state of mind and all that shit. And what fucks us up mentally is that we think, oh, this person doing this at this point in time, I need to be doing this and doing that. Hell no. You march to your own drum. That's one thing for sure. Two things for certain. You march to your own drum. And just because somebody else doing something, that means you ain't got to be doing it, G. It's people that I grew up with that got motherfucking Bentleys and big ass houses. And it's people that I grew up with in the Crown, fool. But I still respect and see them all as the same thing. I don't think I'm supposed to be up there, this, that, and the other. I know I can be better than what I am. I know I'm striving to be better than what I am, but I'm not going to compete with this person. I'm not going to put this person down. I know this person right here, I'm not going to look down upon them. I'm going to try to get them at resources and motherfucking tools so they can get to the next level. And that's what it got to be about. You can't be, we can't, what it's called, we can't block motherfuckers out. We can't do that, G. We gotta learn something better and be better with ourselves. And it's like, if we don't as people folk, we not gonna, if we don't as African American minorities folk, people who lack their next step folk, if we don't get on it right now, our kids gonna be extinct. Our kids, the average age of adults gonna be fucking 16, G, in the African American community, folks. Do you know, it's one thing, and this is crazy as hell, because I was up doing a lot of research last night, early this morning. Did you know 20 million African American women going to Planned Parenthood? That's the place where they do abortions at. It's 20 million abortions a year amongst African American women. That ain't count none of the senseless violence. That's talking about abortion. And they had us praise this shit. They let us praise this. I mean, it been going around for a couple of days on Facebook. Yo baby at 645 West Washington. And I'm looking at the comments, that's the fucking abortion clinic. And we praise this shit. We praise by taking Plan Bs and all that shit. If you don't want to have a child, that means you close your fucking legs or put a condom on. You don't go kill a child. That helps them control the population, G. And this shit crazy, fool. And this shit crazy, and it's all designed for us to fail, fool. Like, they put certain shit out there for us so we can grasp and take heed of. But majority of things they put out is designed for us to fail. And we, what you call that shit? We take advantage of it. We take advantage of it. Instead of motherfucking taking advantage of the things that help and build us as people, as far as knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. We're not taking advantage of these community colleges. We're not taking advantage of these trade schools. We're not taking advantage of these grants to build up our own communities. We're not taking advantage of that. But we is taking up. We is taking over these scams, these motherfucking jails, these motherfucking mental health facilities and all that shit. We gotta learn to take and grasp shit they trying to keep away from us. We gotta stop thinking jail or death is our only option. We gotta stop preaching that to our kids, folks. We gotta learn financial stability, folks. Financial stability do not mean you're rich, folks. Financial stability just means you know a budget. You own a budget and you know how to ball out on that budget. That's what financial stability is. You're not, like, we gotta learn that it's okay. It's okay to miss out, G. It's okay to not to have everything. It's okay not to have everything they putting out on social media, they advertising, folks. It's okay, folks. It's okay to go to school to get a motherfucking trade, to get a diploma. It's okay. It's okay to go to college. Everything is not about material things. Who got the fastest car, who got the baddest bitch, who got the longest money. We gotta start preaching about longevity. We gotta let these kids know about their lives. For us, we gotta live our lives better because we get old and not young. We getting old and not young. We be real life depressed. When you sit up there and drink every fucking day, a drink is an occasion, G. A drink is for a celebration, G. When you drink, sit up there and drink and get fucked up every day, folks. When you sit there and put people down, folks. When you sit there and tear your own community down, folks, you're depressed. You're in a mental state, G. And we gotta learn, like, folk, for real, we gotta learn, G, like, we gotta help ourselves, folks. We gotta help the people around us, folks. For real. And only reason I can be able to sit and talk about this shit, G, is because I go through this shit every day, folks. I go through my mental breaks. I go through depression, folks. Know how I get through my depression, folks. Know how I go through my mental breaks, folks. I remember, folks, I'm all I got, folks. I remember, folks, this what they got this shit designed for. I remember, folks, my motherfucker, I want longevity, folks. And if I let what's going on in my life or go on in the world affect me, folks, I'm not gonna have it. That's how I get through this shit, folks. I don't dwell on nothing that I cannot change, G. I don't dwell on what this person has, folks. I don't dwell on what I lost, G. I dwell on what I'm getting, folks, where I'm going to, G. And that's what us as people gotta do, G. That's what I be on, folks. I don't give a fuck if a motherfucker shoot at me yesterday, folks. If you ain't kill me, fuck you, bro. I'm not on that if I get up. But if it's that, I get the ups, I'm gonna get on that. But if it's not, I'm happy to be alive. We gotta cherish all this, G. We can move our extremities, folks. A lot of people can't move their extremities, folks. We can comprehend, folks. We can learn different tools out of life, G. We gotta start taking advantage of that, folks, and actually using that, and then putting it out to the universe, G. We gotta tell them. We gotta tell them, y'all, for real. We We gotta tell them and let people know, folks. Like, we gotta put this shit out to the universe, folks. Like, everybody think everybody life is glitter and gold, and they everybody think everybody life glitter and gold. They ain't going through shit. Everybody go through shit. Everybody go through shit. It's about what you do and how you get through your shit, folks. And a lot of us don't have tools or got nobody who help us get through that shit. Well, I'm gonna say, but we gotta learn how to get through all this shit, folks. We gotta get through this shit. We gotta get through this shit. And if it's one of us at a time, like, what's so crazy, G? What's so crazy? I be looking at this shit, G. We promote violence. We promote negativity. We promote drugs in our neighborhoods. We promote all that shit. But anything, something positive will help us build a legacy, G. That shit don't get nowhere, folks. It is fucked up. Us as African Americans know all this shit. We've been oppressed for years on time, and we still let them do this shit to us. We still let them do it to us. And then I looked at the shit. The only reason why we let them do it to us because we don't know. And as I find out and learn and understand, I'm gonna make sure I give it back to my people. If I gotta put it in, if I gotta wear it on a shirt, G, I'm gonna make sure I give it back to my people, folks, because I don't see nobody sitting there in the trenches, folks, actually giving us this game, folks. I don't see nobody in the trenches actually giving us this game, G, about being motherfucking mentally aware, folks, being financially stable, folks, being able to go through all them trials and tribulations, still get through that shit, folks. I don't think nobody preaching that shit, G. At least not for real. At least nobody that's not loyal, not real with the shit, G. They giving out all this grant money, all this money to these neighborhoods, folks, but these kids out here still suffering, G. It's kids out here growing up with no parents, G. And we ain't even thinking about them kids, folks. We ain't thinking about what they going through and the turmoil they going through, folks. We always say, on the guys on my dead homies, woo woo, on folks in them grave. How many motherfuckers looking out for folks and them people, folks? That shit be crazy, folks. Yeah, you get here and there, this, that, and the other, but I'm talking about actually giving them kids knowledge, actually building them up to be better for themselves, G. We gotta be better for ourselves, folks. And only way we gonna do that, like one thing I learned, folks, you never too old to learn, folks. If somebody trying to give you some game, folks, that been there, done that, you better suck that shit up, G. You ain't gotta always put your hand in the fire and to know it burns, G. If somebody done went through some shit for it, they willing to tell you what they went through and how they went through it, G, you supposed to listen up, folks. You supposed to have 2 ears and 1 mouth, because the simple fact of they been there, done that. And you ain't even gotta go there, do that. You can be better than that. Be for real. Out of all our ancestors fought and all that shit, we supposed to be at the top of the food chain. We supposed to be on everything. And then how our mind work now, how we is now. Thank you. I ain't even see you. D'Angelo Shepherd. What's up? It's a lot of crabs in the trenches. They don't want you to get higher than them, but they didn't do shit to level up they self-facts. No, it ain't. Gee, and what's fucked up about that, folks? The only thing they know is to be crabs, folks. That's all you gotta teach them, folks. Only thing they teach us in the hood, folks, is if this person up here, put them down right here with you, folks. Think about it, G. When kids used to go to school and they used to be with their uniform on, their shirt tucked in, their glasses on, learning everything. You smart ass, ooh, we beating up the geek and nerd and all that shit. Instead of we pushing him up, they taught us this shit, folks. And if they taught us this and they instilled this into us, G, what you think gonna happen, folks? We gotta get out that mindset. We are the new adults, folks. People that's 25 and up, we are the new adults, folks. We are the new crackheads. We are the new politicians. We are the new world, G. And if we don't exercise that, if we don't put that shit out to our people, folk, they not gonna get it, folk. We that last generation that know right from wrong, up and down, folk. We the last generation that know morals, folk. So if we don't steal that shit in our kids right now, it'll never be instilled. Prime example, if you want here. Prime example, I see your comment too, folks. They say, y'all, you ain't lying. On phone number. Like, prime example, folks. Prime example. Y'all remember when we were shorties. We were shorties. Halloween was for kids. Halloween was for kids. You take your kid, you and your friends get y'all kids, y'all go deep as hell to the next suburb or whatever, or y'all go in the hood and y'all walk around and trick or treat and all that shit. They changed this shit so much. People ain't taking their kids trick or treat. These hoes out in the club at a costume party. Gee whiz. This shit was for kids, folks. Kids not sitting and enjoying this shit. Why? Because they can't trick or treat because motherfuckers shoot paintball guns or shoot real guns and all that shit. Like, this shit was designed and we just egging this shit on. Oh yeah, blah blah skip. No. All this shit was this when school, like, if y'all see how this shit was, when school start back, that's when you do all your time with your kids. You tell them what they homework. Halloween come up, Thanksgiving come up, Christmas come up. That's all kids. That's all family time, G. They get us away from that. Oh, now we going out to parties. Now we doing this. Now we doing that, G. Our kids not even getting a chance to enjoy this shit, G. Because we was too busy trying to be grown when we was young. Now we want to be kids. Y'all don't even pick the game. The game cold, but it's fun. We steady fucking ourselves with this shit, G. We steady fucking. If we don't preach, if we don't get back to these kids the right way, if we don't teach them the right way, G, they gonna be extinct, folks. And that's real talk, folks. And the right way is not, scolding them, The right way is showing them, G. The right way is showing them, G. When them kid boys out, folks, that's all our business, folks. That's all our business, folks. Because I know people know them little boys, folks. And people supposed to be telling, don't be taking them people shit. Because the right one, folks, gonna knock one of their shits off and somebody parent gonna be crying. And somebody parent gonna be crying. The motherfucker be like, he ain't had to do that. It was our material thing. But what if somebody takes something that you work for? And you could have stopped your motherfucking child. You know what your child doing. You gotta think. Y'all gotta think and go back into our shoes. To this day, if your parents still alive, they still be on your ass. Asking you where you at, what club you going to. Ask what club you going to, all that shit. Now these kids wake up and go outside, they don't know if they coming or going. How the fuck? No matter how much I was in the streets when I was a shorty, G, no matter what I did, back and forth in the ID home, group home, DOC, all that shit, my mama still knew what I did and where I was at. No matter what. If I was about to go steal it, Mom, I'm finna go steal it. Woo. No, I ain't gonna tell her that. I'm lying. Mom, I'm going out. Ooh, out the bed, but I'm going to Fort City. But I'm stealing though. She just found that out. They promote fuck them kids since COVID. Her school system got worse. These kids more behind than ever. Most definitely, we gotta get these kids to get them with it. Hell yeah. And us as people, folk, and I stand on that, folk. When that shit first happened, folk, I never said fuck the kids, folk. These kids are fucked up, literally, folk. And the parents, and what's so crazy, the parents be knowing this, B. The parents know this and what their child are capable of doing, and they vouch for the bullshit. They stand on this bullshit. Oh yeah, blah blah, skip it. They stand on it, G. Can't do that, folks. We gotta learn better to do better, folks. It takes remember when they be like, it takes a family to raise a child. Now, motherfucker, if somebody say something to my child, it's up. Time out. Time out. Press pause. You not supposed to be on that. It takes a village. If your child is out of line in front of a grown up, and if they coming in the proper way, G, you supposed to checkmate your child. You don't go check no motherfucker grown up from trying to teach your child to stay at a child's place. I ain't gonna stunt anybody know they know my baby for. My baby smart mouth as hell. And anytime a grown up, if my baby being smart and a grown up check my child, I'm like, shut the fuck up, talk to my child. No, check his little ass. And I tell him, it's a way you talk to people, Stink. Or what, bam, this, that, and the other. Don't talk to everybody like that. And he gonna understand. I'm not, oh, don't say nothing to my baby, or don't do this or don't do that. Hell no. Because we gotta raise these kids, we gotta raise them the proper way, folks. And if we don't, we gonna keep being up in the same circle, folks, and the same shit, folks. Oh, why this going on? Why this happening? Why this happening? Because we in the club shaking our ass. We think going to the club shaking our ass is more. You know, some people go to the club more than they go to the doctor. Did you know some people been in the club more times than they been into somebody's school, folks? Do y'all know people promote not going to school, folks? Like, for real, folks. Like, this shit is crazy. And then you know this shit is designed for us to be all fucked up, because anybody that got a voice to help the kids and all that shit, they don't help the kids. They don't give two shits about these kids, folks. Not for real, folks. And then people with no kids be, I ain't got no kids. I ain't got none of me. Gee, it don't matter if you got kids or not, folks. If you got the tools and the knowledge to help the person to be better than what they is, you're supposed to help that person, folks. You don't look down on no person because they don't know, folks. Why you think these other races be in it, folks? Why you think these other races be so up on top, folks? When they see one of theirs down, folks, they gonna help them people, folks. Them Mexicans come up here from Mexico, folk, illegally, folk. Them other Mexican people helping them. They want a temp agency. Hey, they stay in this house right here, put our money together so you get your own house, get your green card, send for your family, folk. But no, us as African Americans, we get on, we fuck the family. Fuck this, fuck that. Only reason why we say that, because as we was trying to get up here, everybody kept trying to pull us down. So and I'm learning that, like, a lot of African Americans, a lot of minority folk feel like just like this, folk. Well, I'm gonna look back. Well, I'm gonna help the next motherfucker. They ain't helped me. They ain't helped me get to the point that I'm at. No, they didn't, because they ain't know how to help you, folk. We gotta teach them how to help, folk. People, the only thing we know is how to bring motherfuckers down, how to throw rocks, folk. We don't know how to help, folk. And people don't know how to accept help. People think when a person helps them, they finessing them. If a person giving something to you or helping you with something, folks, it's not a finesse, folks. It's not that you getting over. Motherfuckers seeing that you was fucked up and they trying to help you out, folks. That's all. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. I only do these Sundays on 30 minutes or whatever like this. This shit just basically about self-help, self-talk, and how you can be better within yourself. And what I'm doing with this platform right here on Sundays, it's about different shit. And how you gonna be better with yourself. It's family. It's not the family that you came from, it's about the family that you create. It's not about the family that you came from. It's about the family that you create. When you on your way up to the top, folks, it's a lot of people not gonna be there, folks. Blood related, folks. And you gotta be willing to accept that and be humble with that, folks. That shit gonna fuck you up and tear you up in the inside, folks. But you gotta be humble. They gotta be your stride. They gotta be your motivation, folks. With that being said, folks, each one teach one. If you see somebody down, you see somebody needs some help, some tools or whatever like that, as long as it ain't breaking you, help them, folks. Tell them something. Tell somebody you love them today. Tell somebody some wisdom today. Tell somebody about a job. Tell somebody about something to help their life. Something. But you have, it's the Empty Heart Movement. You got Bill Gangzilla. This on Sundays. Tune in. Sundays and Wednesdays. 9 a.m. on Sundays. 9 p.m. on Wednesdays. Y'all know how the fuck I'm coming, how the fuck I'm bumming. Who said they won't get no money? This the GOAT. Folks got off